afternoon. Welcome to Nta Channel 10 News. I am Oluwa Bukola Akonde. Report reaching us now says an endowment fund that will support the maintenance and running of the newly completed National Theatre, now named the Wole Soyinka Center for Culture and Creative Art, we created. The renovated iconic structure is said to be a massive platform to stimulate growth in the creative industry. Amaka Okwo reported that this was stated by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the inauguration of the completed facility.
The National Theatre came alive and played host to the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, the hierarchy of the National Assembly, and other members of the Federal Executive Council. The President highlighted the role of the historic edifice in promoting the nation's cultural heritage.
Something we inherited from our parents and great forebearers. A nation of great people, confidence, and dedicated. Let's build it together. Every christening, if you have a bad dream, forget it. This country will succeed.
The National Theatre, now named after the famous Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka, is now called the Wole Soyinka Center for Culture and Creative Arts.
I remember this building when it was first erected during the military regime. I think we called it the General's Hat because of the shape of the roof. There's, of course, in the conception, very little of what I call the African architectural intelligence.
Lagos State is proud to have been a key stakeholder and a partner in this project, and we have demonstrated it in every way.
This theatre is the virtue, the ideal of every single Nigerian. It is only fitting that this landmark now bears the name of Professor Wole Soyinka, our Nobel laureate and eternal storyteller.
The governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria appreciated the contributions of the private sector in injecting about 68 billion naira towards the realization of the project. Several theatrical performances to commemorate the rebirth of the national edifice were on display. In Lagos, Amaka O, NTA News.
The Electoral Act amendment, the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, has appealed to the National Assembly to expedite action on the amendment of the 2022 Electoral Act to enable the Commission come up with guidelines for the 2027 general elections. He made the appeal while receiving the delegation on the European Union Election Observation Mission at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja.
The Commission has carefully considered all the 8 recommendations specifically addressed to us in your report. Action has been taken on aspects of the recommendations that only require administrative action to implement. Similarly, action is being taken on cross-cutting recommendations that require collective action between INEC and other bodies and stakeholders, while waiting for the conclusion of the ongoing legal review by the National Assembly on the recommendations that require legislative intervention.
What we are here to do is to look at the recommendations that flowed from the overall mission that were contained in the final report of the mission back in 2023. And we are very happy to see that there has been very significant progress against these recommendations. We recognize that there are certain time constraints, both in terms of judicial reform as well as administrative reform, and of course constitutional reform, which is.
He emphasized that out of 38 recommendations made by the EU in 2023 general elections, 8 were within the jurisdiction of the INEC, and they have been implemented, while 30 need legislative consideration. Moving on, the need to train and retrain seafarers in the maritime sector to boost capacity building and put Nigeria on a global map has been brought to the fore. This was at a meeting at maritime stakeholders in Lagos. Ese Owamaka has the details.
Between the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, key stakeholders in the maritime sector, and the Secretary General of the International Maritime Organization, Arsenio Dominguez, provided a platform to chart the way forward in strengthening and deepening collaborative efforts to reshape Nigeria's maritime sector. Capacity building and development for Nigerian seafarers, with a focus on equipping them to compete globally, formed a major highlight of the discussions.
They need a practical experience. The capacity within the country may not give them sufficient exposure. So we need your assistance in ensuring that these seafarers, once they've attained the necessary academic qualification, they have the opportunity to be able to be put on international vessels.
We want to bring more attention to shaping into maritime into your global population because it reflects into job opportunities.
Yeah.
It would be good to see what else the academies do to advertise the market, shaping as a future.
Arsenio Dominguez, who expressed satisfaction with some of the strides recorded in the Nigerian maritime industry, assured that the International Maritime Organization would continue to support Nigeria in advancing safety, security, and sustainability across the sector.
With the Safe Seas project of IMO, that's another area where we continue to find opportunities to assist and provide more input.
Also to equip new players to come in and enhance and promote the development of the players.
The Lekki Deep Sea Port, one of the flagship projects of the Nigerian maritime sector, was also presented to the IMO Secretary General. The visit of the IMO Secretary General to Nigeria is expected to open fresh avenues for cooperation between the IMO and NIMASA. In Lagos, S.A. Onwamaka, NT News.
In the mood of the independence celebration, as the need for Nigerian youth to be patriotic, focused, and resilient to contribute their quota to the national development has been emphasized. The convener of the Nigerian 65 Independence Fiesta, Bolatito Ajibode, gave this advice to the youth in Lagos. Uwambufo Uwoye has the details.
The Nigerian 65 Independence celebration was a beautiful moment in Lagos State, where young entrepreneurs came together to share their success stories and inspired Nigerian youths to be creative and innovative, to tap the enormous natural resources in the country to bring Nigeria to the global competitiveness.
To youth, would be that we all need to put our hands together when it comes to nation building. We can't leave it just to the government. It requires our input as individuals, as a community, coming from the community level, from the grassroots level. We all have a part to play in nation building.
Through business and enterprise that represent the Nigerian spirit, we believe that it is possible to use our resources, the natural, human, and skills that we have in Nigeria, to produce products that will compete globally.
You know, believe in yourself, stay true to the art, whatever it is you're doing. You're a sculptor, you're an artist, whatever you're doing. First of all, believe in yourself, and then think towards creating solution, and then be very, very truthful to whatever you're doing.
Keep showing up, because the days that you feel like you're not showing up might just be the day of, of your big breakthrough. And just see every problem as an opportunity and an invitation to prefer solution and to bring up solution that can change your world, basically. And there are no limitations as far as you are about giving excellence, putting the customers first, and just ensuring that your products are known for excellence.
The convener of the 65 Independence Fiesta, Bolatito Ajibode, said nation building is a collective responsibility, and advised the youth to use their energy to be job creators rather than job seekers.
Nigeria is filled with resources that is waiting and begging for our attention to turn around, to make good use of, to turn our diversity into prosperity.
The Nigeria 65 Independence, which has the official theme as all hands on deck, also featured cutting of the anniversary cake.
And together we say Nigeria.
In Lagos, Wabufonwoye, NTA News.
The State House of Assembly has resolved to withdraw appointment letters from heads of agencies that failed to appear before the lawmakers for screening and confirmation. This was at a plenary where the Lagos State heads of service appeared before the House to explain the rationale behind the appointment made without the confirmation of the Assembly in Lagos. Musa Toliat has the details.
It was meant to seek clarification from the Lagos State Head of Service on several appointments made by the executive without recourse to the confirmation of the Assembly. Hence, the order and rule for admitting a stranger into the chamber was activated. The floor was opened for contributions from the lawmakers.
Were you not given an handing over note to see what has been happening in the office before your assumption in office?
Regarding whether I was given a handover note, yes, I was given a very, very detailed handover notes.
More legislators posed questions to the HOS, especially on the salaries already received by the unconfirmed appointees.
Based on just being notified, they've not been confirmed by the House, but yet they've been receiving salaries. They've been receiving payments and allowances. Yes, sir. So what happens to all of that?
Who is then paying them? Where are they getting money from? How do they have access to any funds at all?
The fact that government is continuing, who takes the responsibility so that we can move ahead from here in terms of the unauthorized resumptions and the expenditures?
I was informed that the matters had been resolved. The 4 names that were sent, because I didn't sign, it was issued before I got there. So, sir, like I said, we're going to ask them to stop going to the office.
Stop what?
To stop going to the office.
Okay, then that is aftermath.
Then they will now have to appear before the House. And if the House chooses not to clear them, then that's the end.
Speaker Obasa insists the action of the executive undermines the principles of separation of powers in a democratic setting.
There is no way you want to claim that it was an omission. If something happened for the first time, happened for the second time, and so what happened to your supervisory role?
Yes.
As head of service, what happened? It's what to be described or can be described as negligence. Your failure to do your job.
The House resolved to allow the HOS take its leave, while decisions will be taken by the legislators on the perceived violation of the Assembly rules and communicate to the executive. In Lagos, Musa Toliad, NTA News.
You are still watching NTA Lagos Channel 10. Now let's take a break. After the short time out, the news continues. Please stay tuned.
Are you looking for a spacious, serene, beautiful and comfortable environment for your event? Then
NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises is the place to be. With about 3,065 seating capacity,
NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises provides a well-secured land and car parking lot for your wedding receptions, birthday parties, religious and school activities.
Our conference hall is convenient for company annual general meetings, lectures, seminars or workshops.
With just 150,000 naira only, you can use our entire space and also have your event covered with a token, which will be aired on our social diary program, Mary Lane.
For more inquiries, please contact our marketing department, NTA Lagos Channel 10, Tejo Show, or call Chibuzo
on 0812-324-5519
and Gmo
on 003-830-1669.
NTA Lagos premises affordable just for you.
You are welcome back. And if you're just joining us, you're watching NTA Lagos Channel 10 News. Nigerian First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu has launched a nationwide menstrual health intervention tagged Flow with Confidence. This initiative under the Renewed Health Program is aimed at empowering schoolgirls across the country with disposable sanitary pads to help them manage their menstrual health with dignity. Joy Ken Abapoyabi monitored the launch in Lagos. Report that each beneficiary is expected to receive a 1-year supply. The report.
Menstrual hygiene remains a silent challenge for many schoolgirls in Nigeria. For some, Poverty and lack of access to sanitary pads have forced them to miss classes, resort to unsafe alternatives, or even drop out of school entirely.
They should please give it to more girls in the rural area. Most girls there, they use just normal cotton, tissues, this Ankara that doesn't fit them.
I feel so happy about what she distributes to us. Then I pray that the Lord bless her and her family.
To tackle this pressing issue, the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, introduced the Flow with Confidence initiative. Represented at the Lagos flagship launch by the wife of the state governor, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, the First Lady announced the distribution of 370,000 packs of disposable sanitary pads across the country.
I want to especially appeal to the executive chairman of local government areas. Given your critical position as the arm of government closest to the people and your role in delivering essential services, it is crucial that you take ownership of this intervention, scale up, and ensure these supplies get directly to deserving girls in our rural communities.
Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, Abisola Dokumu, said the initiative with the theme Empowering Schoolgirls Through Menstrual Health underscores government's concern for female children.
One of the things a lot of us lack, or we had problems with growing up, was confidence in ourselves. So this is teaching us from when we're young to understand that if you have confidence in yourselves, you can move mountains.
The initiative was launched simultaneously in 8 states, with more expected to follow as government works to ensure that no girl is left behind because of her monthly cycle. In Lagos, Joy Kenny Abakoya, NTA.
That concludes the news. Please do well to join us again by 7 p.m. for more. Thanks for staying with us. I am Oluwabukola Akonde. Good afternoon to you.